a scrapbook if you have new to Monkey Island. Evet, ben yeniyim.
Hey, want to see my mighty pirate scrapbook? It's filled with my adventures.
Evet, şimdi adventure'larına hakim olacağız. Ama ben paylaşım yapamıyorum. Nasıl yapacağız?
Ever since I was a kid, I wanted to be a mighty pirate.
Çocukluğundan beri pirate olmak istiyormuş.
In the old days, you became a pirate by completing 3 trials to prove your worth.
Ben sana dönüyorum oyun. Sadece şunu da paylaşayım.
Treasure hunting is important for any pirate. Mastering sword fighting was more a matter of wits than agility. The pirate leaders were in charge of the 3 trials, acting as judge, jury, executioner, and devoted grog tasters. The test of thievery involved breaking into the governor's mansion. The security was heavy. This is when I met Elaine, the love of my life.
Elaine.
She was governor at the time.
Öncekinde de şey var.
Ever since, that's me, Guybrush Threepwood. Things took an unexpected turn while I was working on the 3 trials. Elaine was kidnapped and taken to Monkey Island by the nefarious ghost pirate LeChuck.
Hayalet korsanları tarafından
I scraped together a crew. Carla, Otis, and Meathook joined me on my voyage to Monkey Island to save Elaine. I scraped together a crew. Carla, Otis, and Meathook joined me on my voyage to Monkey Island to save Elaine. LeChuck thought he was in love with Elaine.
Bu şey Elaine'e aşıkmış. Bıçak mı ne oysa adı.
My first ship was the Sea Monkey. I bought it at Stan's used ships with a letter of credit that I, sort of falsified. Monkey Island was a steaming volcanic mystery, covered with jungle and not found on any map. You had to brew a special potion just to find Monkey Island. I made some substitutions, but it got us there just the same.
Monkey Island'ı bulmak için özel bir şey içmemiz gerekiyor.
There were some people living there who claimed to be cannibals, but I think it was just a show for the tourists.
İnsan yiyenler var diyorlarmış ama bence sadece diyor turistler için diyor.
LeChuck's ghostly ship was anchored in a lake of lava hidden beneath the island's surface. The monkey had opened with a special key that you stuck in its ear. I met an old castaway there, Herman Toothrot. He and the
Merhaba,
locals
Barış.
wrote a lot of indignant letters to each other. We wound up. I made it to the church just in time to stop the wedding. Or so I thought.
Evleniyormuş öyle ama monkeylerle mi evleniyormuş? Kız orada değilmiş. Kızı kendi
It turned out Elaine already had everything under control. How does she do that?
Tabii oğlum kız boş
I
mu
defeated LeChuck and he basically exploded. It was the beginning of something magical. These are from the time I went to find the treasure of Big Whoop. I met my good friend Wally, who makes maps, and I stole his monocle. Good time. Elaine always seems to know when I need her. The mysterious voodoo lady at the International House of Mojo taught me to make a voodoo doll, which came in handy more than once. Again, it came down to just me and LeChuck at the end. He was using magic, but then, so was I.
Madem onun magiği var, benim de varmış büyü.
One time, Elaine got turned into a statue. Well, LeChuck was behind it, of course. That guy never gives up.
Heykele dönüştürmüşler bir ara.
I got buried alive.
Ben canlı gömmüşler. Ne
It was
maceralar
around
ne
this time that I met
maceralar.
Murray, the allegedly all-powerful demonic skull, after a rousing sea battle. Things backfired on LeChuck because Elaine and I got married when it was all over.
Güzel
Game,
kızımla
set,
şeyle
matchmaker.
sevdiceğimle Elaine'le bu maceradan
This
sonra
was a
evlenmiş.
great day. Though in retrospect, we shouldn't have had the scum bar handle the catering. Elaine and me together forever. That's either Elaine's wedding veil or my handkerchief. This is the daisy we stomped on together. Wedding traditions are weird. I wrote a great haiku for the wedding invitation. I don't know why you have to have candy-coated almonds at a wedding, but apparently you do. Elaine and me together forever. The daggers are symbolic of cutting through troubles, I think. Oh man, this was that crazy time LeChuck teamed up with an Australian billionaire and tried to use a mystical talisman to make Elaine his bride. LeChuck and I battled it out on a grand scale that time. The ultimate insult wasn't really ultimate or even an insult at all. Or was it? Everything started because they thought Elaine was dead, so they held an election to replace her. I made a goofy monster out of prosthetic body parts. It didn't help with anything, but I had fun doing it.
Frankenstein yapmış.
LeChuck and I battled it out on a grand scale that time. Then there was the time I accidentally let loose LeChuck's pox over the entire Caribbean. Or so it seemed. I had to wear a hook for a while. It came in handy.
Nasıl ya? Hook mu taktın bir de?
The death card doesn't usually represent literal physical death, except when it does. Morgan Le Fay betrayed me, even after we bonded inside a giant manatee. I should have trusted her less. Elaine wasn't fooled by LeChuck's human form any more than I was. I should have trusted her more. I went on trial for my life on 4 separate charges. I defended myself, of course. Love did win out in the end. Oh, here's that voodoo doll from the end of my Big Whoop adventure. I defeated LeChuck with this. His leg came off as easy as tearing a loaf of bread.
Get more paper for the rest of my adventures. Bitti mi bu scrapbook'un? Şimdi sounds'larda biraz görebiliriz. Voice'lar da kalsın. Benim sesi de şey yapabilirim gerçi ama kontrolleri öğreniriz zaten. İşte ne var? Sadece Almanca mı var? Alt yazılarda ne var? Her şey var. İngiliz olsun. Text and speech olsun. Yani iyi. New game. Casual mode. All story and... İlk defa oynadığımız için şimdi ben bilemiyorum. Bunun zorluğu nasıl oluyor. Hard mode'a gitmeyelim. The full monkey. Başka bir seçenek yok. Casual da ver bana. Unexpected story begins.
Take this, LeChuck! Guybrush, come over here. Gently now. Remove my mask. Will you promise to stop picking on me? All right, I promise. Anything. Just put my leg back on.
Hey, you kids. You're not supposed to be in here.
What's next? Let's goof on those two. Pretend they're our parents. Yeah! Sorry we ran off. You were probably worried about murderers and ne'er-do-wells. Don't worry, I found him.
Come on, let's go.
Let's pretend I have powers that make lightning come out of my eyes.
It's so lifelike.
I wonder if it's real.
Bayağı peşlerine takılıp gidiyor muyuz?
Sorry, boys, could you stop following us? It's creepy.
Yes, sir. Come on. I
No,
saw a
dedik
scurvy
gittiler,
dog shack
hayret.
back there.
Scurvy dogs. I've never had one of those.
No way. You have to try one. It's the best thing you'll ever eat in your life. No fooling.
Wow.
Ne? Bana mı dedin? Kediyle mi? Kediyle
I
mi
once got a
konuşuyorsun?
scurvy dog that was bigger
O
than my
kediye
head.
hala isim koymadık ha. Zatoş mu?
Those glasses are thicker than the layer of grease on the floor. Those glasses are thicker than the layer of grease on the floor.
I don't see very well, but I can hear just fine.
Some places you go have scurvy dogs with cheese inside.
You kids better have money.
Yeah, we've got all kinds of money. Can we get a couple of scurvy dogs?
Sure. If you give me a piece of 8, that's money that grown-ups use.
I know what a piece of 8 is.
Good for you. You can have a couple of dogs if you give me one.
Please? Can't you spare something for a couple of hungry kids?
Listen up, you little moocher. Let me tell you something. I don't like kids. I'm an honest businessman trying to make an honest living. I don't need 50 kids a day coming in and wasting my time trying to get me to give them free food.
I guess never mind.
Hey, I know. Let's look for change in the outhouse across the way. Coins fall out of people's pockets when they sit down in there.
The words don't look like words, but there's a picture of a scurvy dog.
I once had the hiccups for 4 days straight.
It's locked. Maybe one of the shops has a key. Exhibit removed. Aww.
Oo, beraber ortam varmış.
Let's not go back there again. We'll just get yelled at.
Yeah, let's get scurvy dogs instead. I'm hungry. Did you know you can keep a scurvy dog warm by sticking it in your armpit?
Hey, Chucky, get ready to run. I guess they don't like visitors.
Let's go next door and get scurvy dogs.
This would be great for apple bobbing. How are we gonna get into the outhouse?
Usually the shops have keys. In France, they call a scurvy dog a chien scorbut.
They put it on a leg to keep you from walking off with it. I'll bring this right back, sir.
You'd be wise to do that. I got the leg from the last kid who didn't bring back the key.
It's locked. Good thing I've got the key in my pocket.
Good, you unlocked it.
Please wash hands before leaving outhouse. I'm not touching that gunk. It seems more like something Chucky would do. It isn't a piece of 8, but it's a round piece of metal about the same size and shape as a piece of 8.
That's called a slug. It's like a fake coin.
I thought it was a piece of 8 at first. It looks just like a piece of 8. A fake coin is almost as good as a real coin. Chucky, why don't you look in the toilet?
No way. You do it.
Okay.
Ugh.
Gross. Hey, Chucky. It says you're supposed to wash your hands.
I never wash my hands.
I'm not sure how we can get scurvy dogs without any pieces of 8.
We might have all we need. I don't think that guy can see very well.
Ne oldu kızım? Şimdi ne oldu?
What can we get with this?
Kim bilmiyordu? Ay ağzına aldı adam bile onu.
Tastes like a piece of 8. Enough for a couple of scurvy dogs if you want.
Perfect!
Take 'em, boy.
What are you getting?
What?
Just kidding. Here's yours. This is the perfect food. What do you want to do now?
I don't know. What do you want to do? I wonder where those 2 people we were following went. That's my friend Dee. Hey, Dee.
Hey, Chucky, what are you jerk faces up to?
We just got here.
I'm making a list of stuff to do.
Give me that. I'm an expert planner. There. Perfect. See you around the park, shitheads.
Ama bir sürü to-do yaptılardı bana. Mesela and explore.
I wonder where this path goes.
Hey, Chucky, want a race?
You're on.
I'll officiate. 3, 2, 1, go!
I win! That's a cool anchor.
That just shows how little you know about anchors. This one's not a very good example. You'd know that if you read as much about anchors as I have. Did you know that anchors originally weren't designed to hold ships in place? They were used in combat, shot from cannons as a grapple when you were trying to board another ship. They started making them bigger and bigger because they would do more damage that way. Then, people noticed what happened when you missed the other ship and hit the sea bottom instead. The current bow-shaped design is actually less effective than the sharper V-shaped design that was popular last century. But the older design went out of fashion after sailors started to think the letter V was bad luck. You can still find the old kind around sometimes, but collectors have grabbed most of them. On a modern anchor, if you look close, you can tell that one side is a little larger than the other. That's to prevent what's called plummeting, where the anchor goes down too evenly and then it doesn't catch well on the bottom. The little flanges at the tips are at different angles to make it twist on the way down for the same reason. Most anchors these days are made of iron, and you have to recast them like twice a year because they rust. About 30 years ago, somebody thought of a way to get around that by making them out of wood instead. All kinds of people invested a lot of money in these wooden anchor companies, but the word anchor, they're called, yeah, I'm kind of an expert on anchors. I read a lot.
Hey, hands off! That's our bread!
Excuse me.
Yes?
Could we have some of your bread to feed the duck?
I don't think so. We brought it for ourselves.
Neyse, edin bunu. Zaten yasakmış duckları beslemek. Yasak bir şey yapıyorsunuz. Küçük de yavaş yavaş yaklaşmaya çalışıyorsa diyorum.
I can stand on my head without using my hands.
I wonder what's in that basket.
Let's find out.
What do you think you're doing? Kids these days, you have no regard for personal property.
And no respect for your elders.
I have half a mind to give you a piece of my mind.
And I've got the other half.
Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah, blah.
Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah.
Blah, blah, blah, blah. Blah.
Gotta run!
How rude.
I want to say two.
Don't feed the duck.
Give it some of your bread.
What's this red glob on the ground?
That's ketchup. It's supposed to be really good with scurvy dogs. You should put that on your scurvy dog.
Ve yedi mi bunu?
Yuck! I don't think that was ketchup.
Whoops.
Do not pick the four-leaf clovers. As if! Let's look for a four-leaf clover.
Okay.
Good luck with that.
I found one!
Awesome.
There was still one left. Darn.
I wonder where this path goes. I have an extra tooth in the back. I can feel it with my tongue. Did you know your feet won't smell if you don't wash them? Let's be frank. You can never hope to beat me.
No way! You'll never catch up to my level.
I win!
I win!
Nuh-uh.
You guys are both pretty weak.
Well, anyway, that was fun.
Your sword is as sharp as a banana.
I'll still...
I for sure won that one.
In your dreams!
You fight like kids.
At home, I've got a collection of old scurvy dog sticks. Are we done here? We might not be able to come back if we head this way.
I should find a coin to throw in.
Ulan fazla çıktı. Kavga etmeyin kızım.
I should find a coin to throw in.
Coin'imiz yok değil mi?
What you looking at?
Those kids jumping rope down there? They're doing it wrong.
Bu kadar.
At home, I've got a collection of old scurvy dog sticks that fills a whole shoebox. Did you know you can keep a scurvy dog warm by sticking it in your armpit?
Şapşikler. Coin nereden bulacağım ya coin? Oradan mı çalacağım?
Excuse me.
Would you boys mind letting us enjoy our day in peace? Thanks.
Adamın yanına gidemiyor muyum? Şunu. Bilmiyorum ya.
Did you know your feet won't smell if you don't wash them?
Neyse gidelim. Direkt de dilemeyi verelim. Ne yapalım? Babam mıymış buradaymış?
Hey, Dad.
Hello, Mr. Threepwood.
Hey, kids. Having fun?
Yeah.
We got scurvy dogs!
Those have toenails and stuff in them. Ugh, I read about it.
And we were playing your adventures. We just did Big Whoop.
Big whoop. Oh, boy. That takes me back.
I like it when Chucky asked me to put his leg back on. He says it really funny.
You guys always make up the craziest stuff for the ending of that story.
It's fun.
But you can't just change it around. That's not how storytelling works.
A lot of your stories don't feel like they're finished at the end.
What do you mean?
Well, like, there's this one that you call The Secret of Monkey Island, where you went to Monkey Island and fought LeChuck.
Oh, that story has a great ending. There's punching and fireworks. I thought you liked that one.
But you never did find the secret. Not the real one.
Sure, but that's not what that story was about. Kids, let me tell you a story that is about finding the secret of Monkey Island.
Is this a long story?
I think maybe I gotta go use the bathroom or something.
Yeah, I have to go walk my tarantula.
Maybe I should go with them.
No, stick around. This is a good one. See, there was a rumor going around that my old nemesis, LeChuck, had somehow discovered the exact location of the secret of Monkey Island. I knew I had to get it before he did, so I went to Melee to get my own expedition started and beat him to the punch.
Ah. Karabiyanın derinliklerinde Mele adasındaymışız.
Feels good to be back on Melee Island, the hub of pirating in the Caribbean, where every good expedition begins. I'll see some old pals and get things rolling. Or sailing in this case. Hi, I'm Guybrush Threepwood. Remember me?
Haven't seen you in a while, Threepwood. What have you been up to?
Oh, you know, freebooting mostly, swashing buckles and so on. But now I'm getting an expedition together to find the secret of Monkey Island.
Oh, you're sailing with LeChuck.
What? LeChuck's here in Melee? Is there widespread panic? Are people evacuating?
He doesn't seem interested in carnage at the moment. Ship's just here taking on supplies and crew, as far as I can tell.
Well, anyway, no, I'm not sailing with LeChuck. You know my history with him.
History bunlar. Doğru. Biraz önce Scrapbook'ta gördük ya. My wife. My wife nerede şu anda acaba? İzlenimlerimle because terror. We have been enemies for all my career. That guy steals all my best ideas. I'm not choosing anymore. Kidnap my wife desem. Yani birkaç tane cevapta doğru ama ikisini demek istiyorum.
LeChuck kidnapped my wife. He's always had designs on her. I sailed to Monkey Island to find them and get her back.
Oh, I thought you weren't married yet when that happened.
Tamam, daha
And didn't
evlenmemiş.
she more or less rescue herself?
That's not the point.
Aynen, not the point yani.
He's an evil zombie ghost pirate, terror of the seas, and sometimes the land. A nefarious, conniving, murdering scallywag. A depraved, ruthless villain. And a loud talker. And I'm not those things.
They say opposites attract, but what do I know?
We've been enemies for my whole career. Everywhere I go, there he is. He plagues me. He's my nemesis.
Funny. He said the same thing about you.
Aşkım, hazır mısın? Portakal yiyerek. Idealarını çaldığıyla ilgili bir şey görmedim Scrapbook'ta ama.
I'm mounting my own voyage. Mine.
Well, you'd better get cracking then. LeChuck's loading up on the outer dock as we speak.
Well, I'm gonna hire a ship and a crew and beat him to the punch. Just as soon as I can get someone to back the venture. I'm a little short on funds at the moment.
In that case, you'll want to go talk to the pirate leaders at the Scum Bar.
Exactly. That's why I came to Melee. It'll be great to see those old guys again. We'll knock back a grog and hash out the details.
Scum Bar, by the docks. Long table in the back.
I know where I'm going.
We'll see.
keseyim.
I could stare at this forever, but that wouldn't be much fun for you.
Shouldn't you be on your way to the scum bar to talk to the pirate leaders?
I was just about to head down there.
Belki başka bir şeyim daha vardır diye gittim abla, abi. Nereyle konuşacaktım bir daha söyle.
Shouldn't you be on your way to the scum bar to talk to the pirate leaders?
Ambar nerede?
I was just about to head down there.
Island Interior'da mı? Baksana şuraya bir bakayım.
Re-elect Governor Carla. I better get cracking if I want to get to the secret before that scheming blackguard. I'll talk to the pirate leaders before I go see what LeChuck is up to.
O zaman bir içlerine doğru mu gideyim şimdi?
I'm here to talk to the pirate leaders about a new expedition.
In the back.
I'm here to talk to the pirate leaders about a new expedition.
In the back.
I'm here to talk to the pirate leaders about a new expedition.
In the back.
Have you seen the pirate leaders around? This is their table. In fact, you'd probably better move. You don't want to get caught sitting here.
It's our table, Rummy.
We're the pirate leaders. Get lost.
Where are the three older guys who used to hold court here?
Who cares?
Probably crying in an alley somewhere, wishing they were still relevant.
Yeah.
Making up trials for each other and writing memoirs that no one will read.
I hadn't heard there was a change of leadership.
Oh no. Did nobody remember to notify you?
Maybe your party invite got lost in the mail.
Is it you I should talk to about financing an expedition?
An expedition. Who is it that you think you are exactly?
I'm the rock-solid investment you've been waiting for.
Spare me the greasy sales pitch.
Permission to slaughter the annoying old wastrel man, Captain Madison.
Wait, it was Captain Madison? She's like famous! I've got her on a trading card. Her plunder stats are amazing!
Plunder stats aren't everything.
Then the others were Captain Lila and Captain Trent? It was Lila who threatened to kill you?
Look, they weren't that great, okay? Listen to the story.
Want me to slaughter him?
Don't bother. He's just a harmless hack who thinks he has a good idea for a pirate raid.
I'm going to find the secret of Monkey Island.
You're wasting our time.
The secret? I didn't think that was even a real thing.
It's a prize of incalculable monetary value.
I don't know about incalculable. Quick, who can count to 0 the fastest?
Okay, I'm sensing some reluctance, but hear me out. could make it worth your while to help me hire a crew. A percentage of their earnings or something?
No one in here wants to chase your pipe dream.
If you don't take this opportunity, LeChuck will grab it.
LeChuck?
Yes, the dreaded zombie ghost pirate LeChuck himself is also going after the secret. He's here in Melee getting ready right now. If that doesn't prove it's a worthwhile venture, I don't know what else to tell you.
Great. Problem solved.
Excellent. You'll do it.
No, of course not. Why waste money on an expedition when you can just join the one that's already going?
Have fun with your scary ghost friend. Bye-bye.
Well, the slight problem with that idea is that LeChuck and I are basically mortal enemies. Fine. I don't need you or your money. I can do this on my own. If I can't buy a ship, I'll steal one. I'm a pirate. I'll find a way to get to Monkey Island no matter what it takes. I like the old pirate leaders better.
Abdullah Street. Önce bir adanın içlerine mi baksaydım? Oraya geri dönebileceğim mi? Adanın şöyle bakayım. Böyle Wall Street'e gideceğim. Mansion'lara gideceğim. Burada insan şuraya mı gidiyorum? Önce ne yapmam? Şuna bakayım. Research.
What happened to Stan's previously owned vessels? The window's all boarded up, and it's very dark in there. Is that an old toothbrush? It's a dried up old sea sponge. Stan used this to clean his ships. It's all rusted out now. Looks like the only available ship on the island right now is LeChuck's. Looks like the only available ship on the island right now is LeChuck's. It always looks bigger on this side of the island. It says, Tan's previously owned vessels. So sad.
Ya festivalini yerim senin. Senin festivalini yerim. Şimdi bunu geçebilirim.
Elaine?
Elaine?
Guybrush!
Wait.
Wait,
Yeah,
are you
the one
going to
my
tell
wife
a mushy part now?
A little, but I can skip over the hugs and kisses. Elaine!
Guybrush!
I was hoping you would turn up in this story. How was your career during the Remind me how long we have been married. Böyle laf edilir mi lan?
How's your scurvy prevention project?
It's great! We're going to get a lot of lines to a lot of sailors and save a lot of lives. I've got to come up with a way to deal with Captain Madison, though. The pressure she's putting on the town is making it hard for social programs like mine.
Sounds like we both met Captain Madison.
I don't like her. She's the one who pushed to shut down the shipyard.
She doesn't understand the value of the secret of Monkey Island.
She laughed at me.
Me too.
Obviously, the woman has no taste and a lousy sense of humour.
You wouldn't happen to have a ship with you.
No, silly. I came on a charter. Just like you.
I figured that, but it never hurts to ask. I'm finding it harder than I thought to get hold of a ship and a crew for my expedition.
Why don't you ask around at the docks? I'm sure you can find something.
Thanks. I'll try that. I feel better just talking to you.
Me too.
This is love. Oh, this is love.
You've probably got to get going.
You say goodbye first.
No, you say bye.
No, you say bye first.
No, you say bye first.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.
It's Elaine's flyer about how limes combat scurvy. It's important, but boring. I've never once made it all the way to the end. Elaine would kill me if she caught me pulling down her flyers. Going out of business? This place is an institution. At Chamber of Commerce Midnight Luncheon. Back shortly. Looks like Wally's got a new place in Melee. I hope he's not still sore about the monocle. The sign says, at Chamber of Commerce Midnight Luncheon. Back shortly. Property foreclosed by order of Madison Enterprises. Oh, this was my favorite novelty store. Oh yeah, that clock has been broken for decades now. The note says, forced to close. Thanks for the memories, but cash would have been better. Hi.
Everybody thinks they know more than the other.
Okay.
Once you have a key, you've got to open the door. Things are not what they seem. All keys are gold. It's the way of keys. No one ever works together. All want their own prize. When they get close to finding it, suddenly they are gone.
Tamam teyzem. Oldu o zaman teyzem.
Aww, this is where I risked my neck for Elaine, and she showed me she only needed me to risk my heart. Also, the windows need some work. It seems to be stuck closed.
A visitor! Wait. Guybrush Threepwood?
Otis!
Howdy, kid.
And Stan. Otis, old pal. You haven't changed much since I last saw you.
I blame the government.
In fact, didn't we first meet right here?
Not at all. I was in the other cell that time. You look different somehow. New art style?
How nice of you to notice. What did they get you for this time?
I'm a victim of circumstance. Circumstance being that too much attention gets paid to little things that don't hurt anyone, while hard killers roam the streets with pistols and swords.
I notice you didn't say what crime they locked you up for.
It was nothing. I was just picking some flowers.
In the forest?
No, that's illegal. I learned my lesson. I picked them from the governor's garden instead.
I assume you'll be here when I get back?
Don't tease me, Guybrush!
Watch your boots in here, son. It's like a swamp, without the clean parts.
Big news. I'm going after the secret of Monkey Island.
That sounds fantastic! You know what I remember most about Monkey Island? The time you busted me out of jail right before we went there. I don't cruise ships anymore, but maybe you can still help me out. Like you did all those years ago.
Possibly, though it was kind of tricky last time, and I didn't get much out of it in the end.
I would be most appreciative. A locksmith has opened very conveniently across the way. I am told locksmiths can make keys for things. Things like cell doors?
Imagine that. Picking flowers from the governor's garden sounds like an unwise choice.
We used to be friends. Sort of. Anyway, they aren't even her flowers. Taxes pay for them. It's public property. I don't know why anyone bothers me about it. I don't hurt anybody.
We'll accept the flowers.
They're annuals. They're doomed anyway. Guybrush, you gotta get me out of here. It's custard night. I don't think I can take that again.
I'll make it my number 3 priority.
Thanks.
Hey, Stan.
Hello there, son.
Kızım o kardeşini. Ben kendininkini yedin mi? Kardeşininkini yemem mi? Olur mu?
Oh, sorry to see you in jail.
Thank you, son. I appreciate the thought. I'm sorry to see me here as well.
What did you do that got you arrested?
Let me tell you something, son. It's not what a man does that matters, it's who he is. Maybe one day, in a moment of weakness, he crosses a line. But if he's confident about what's in his heart, he can hold his head high. And you know what's in my heart, son?
Blood and goopy stuff?
People. People are in my heart. Anything I may have allegedly done, you can be sure I did it because I care about people.
Ben seninle uğraşmıyorum. Ben mouse'a uzanıyorum. Senlik bir şeyim yok. Mouse'a uzanabilir miyim? Senlik bir şeyim yok. Çocuk iyice sinirli oldu. İyice dellendi.
I was really hoping to buy a ship from you.
Well, now, normally, I would do absolutely anything to get you into a comfortable ride right away. But my hands are tied. They're shackled. I can't do it. Not at any price. I'm completely out of inventory. Every ship on the lot was seized by unscrupulous lawyers who don't care about your sailing needs the way I do.
Oh, that's terrible.
Believe me, I feel worse about it than you do.
Could you refer me to a competitor?
Stab me in the heart. You'd go to a competitor? Where's your loyalty, son?
Well, seeing as you're in jail and have no ships and can't help me, I thought...
It doesn't matter anyway. There's no competition. I drove them all out of business long ago. Nobody can play the angles like old Stan. I didn't really anticipate a situation like this one coming up.
Could I get a ship from you after you're out of jail?
Don't count on it, son. I expect to be released any time, but I haven't even got anything on back order. It pains me to lose a sale, but if you need to get off this island, you're gonna have to find another way.
Any tips on how to steal a ship from someone else?
One word, son. Mutiny. Get yourself on board a worthy vessel, gain the confidence of the crew, wait for the right moment, and strike. If you don't get killed, look me up afterwards. I'll give you a good price for anything that can stay above the waterline. Naturally, it'll have to be stored credit until I get back on my feet.
Sinirlerin mi hopladı?
Okay, well, thanks, I guess.
Anything I can do to help you, let me know. As long as it doesn't involve selling you a ship.
Would it help if I broke you out of jail?
Now that's a kind offer, it truly is. Warms me to think that you'd do that for your old pal Stan. But I've got to think about the optics. I don't want to damage my case, and escaping from jail doesn't look good at trial. So thanks, but no thanks.
Oradaki tabağına biraz koy istiyorsan. Ama onda değil, derdi başka onun. Geldi bana vurdu falan. Ne? Bilmiyorum. Sinirlendi. Bak yine geldi. Yine geldi. Bana şiddet uygulayacak galiba. Bunun tırnaklarını kesmemiz lazım. Duvar köşelerine gidip bağırıyor şu anda. Deli deli oldu çocuk.
Well, is there anything else I can do for you?
Now that you mention it, there is one thing I've been missing during my time here in this lofty establishment. In all the rush and fuss and document shredding surrounding my arrest, I completely forgot to grab my toothbrush. If you happen to be passing by the shipyard, you might grab it for me. It'll be on my desk in the office.
I've been to the shipyard. Your office is all boarded up, with your toothbrush sealed inside, presumably.
Well, don't worry yourself about it then, son. I found a dead centipede in the corner that should do until they let me out.
Are you sure you don't want me to break you out?
115%, son, but thanks.
I'm going after the secret of Monkey Island.
The secret? Boy, that takes me back. But if you're looking for help, you're barking up the wrong enchilada. Just remember, life has no guarantees or warranties. Only jamborees.
Thanks. That's advice. See you later.
Yep.
See you later, alligator.
It says jail rules. 1. No escaping.
How's your day going?
Welcome to my shop.
Hi there. At the end of the plank.
My mother's. Please don't touch it.
I see a peninsula trailing off into small islands, but no X marks the spot.
It's southern Florida. I have family there.
These are nice.
It's a locksmithing test.
Close it all up, and if you get the key out, you pass?
That's the beginner level, yes. The real challenge is to lock the larger box inside the smaller one.
That's an impressive machine.
Yep. This wouldn't be much of a lock shop without a key grinder.
I see everyone in that portrait has lovely locks.
If you have to make a pun, at least make a good one.
Is that from a famous locksmith band or something?
My mother's band, the Golden Keys. They were named after some actual golden keys that she spent a bunch of time looking for.
What's that key?
That's for a lockable quiver. And please, don't touch the glass.
Are these for customers?
Not technically, but please, help yourself. That charming old guy who mans the lookout keeps bringing them for the parrot.
Thanks. I'll just take a few.
Hepsini aldım. Few dedi.
Handsome looking parrot.
And also vicious. But it was my mother's favorite.
What's that lock?
That's for hats.
What's this lock?
It's meant for bachelors to secure their apartments.
What's that key?
That one is only for going in, never for coming out.
What's that key?
That one's for making a quick exit from somewhere you're trapped.
What's this key?
That opens a long, straight wardrobe for keeping long, straight dresses. Hi there.
Hiya. I'm Guybrush Threepwood.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Locke Smith.
You're kidding, right?
Nope. And before you ask, yes, they did. Yes, it was. And they really, really wanted me to follow in the family business.
Can you really make keys for stuff? That seems like a magic trick.
Modern locks have serial numbers that tell me all I need to know. No tricks necessary. Just information.
Who's the old lady in the window across the way?
You mean Whitey Bones. She used to be the Undertaker here years ago. Seems to know a lot of things that maybe don't quite fit together.
It seems wrong that you can make a key from just the serial number.
It's a failsafe, in case people lose their key.
Unutmayın.
You know how people are.
Kavga etmeyin. Siz kardeş olabilirsiniz.
Aren't locks way less secure if all you need is a number to get a new key?
That's why you should never share the serial number with anyone.
What happens if you lose your key and the serial number at the same time?
The numbers are usually engraved on the locks, just in case. And if you lose the lock, chances are you don't need a new key.
Well, what's to stop me reading the serial number on someone else's lock and having a key made?
The numbers are printed small enough that you need a special tool to read them. Only a pro would have a tool like that.
Gelmiyor. Ben durduruyorum beni. Sen arkamda dur.
Can I borrow your lock serial number reading tool?
My magnifier? Not a chance. I could be drummed out of the union for that. If you want to play locksmith, you'll have to look elsewhere.
How well do you know Whitey Bones?
Not well at all. But she's been living near my shop for quite a few years. She was across from my old location, too.
But she moved when you moved?
I'm sure it's just a coincidence.
Kabloların oradan çıkayım.
I'm on a quest to find the secret of Monkey Island.
Exciting. The story in my family is that the secret is sort of like a key, one that opens all locks at once.
Ya kurban olurum. Çok güzel bir şey bu. Kızım sen niye sevmiyorsun bu şeker şeyi? Ne kadar tatlı bir kardeş.
That seems enormously useful.
Maybe. Depends on if you can close them again.
Tam büyük kavga çıktı.
How would you like to join a pirate crew?
Would I have to leave my shop?
Well, yes, that's the general idea. The crew actually get on the ship and, crew it.
Thanks. I'll pass. Try down at the docks. There's always somebody hiring somebody down there.
Tell me again about how to have keys made. It's exciting.
You bring me the serial number from the lock. I make the key. It's pretty straightforward.
I think I'll browse around a bit.
Try not to touch anything. I've got a system, and I don't like it disrupted.
Warning. The dark forest ahead is deadly and twisty. Maps are highly recommended. Oh, I used to love these when I was 6. Museum of Pirate Lore. I used to love these when I was 6. Until I got trapped in one for 2 days. I think they're illegal now. At Chamber of Commerce Midnight Luncheon. Back shortly. Once upon a time, I won a t-shirt right here on the front lawn.
Çok fena içeri girdim.
I'm hopelessly lost without a map.
Evet, hep bugün geliyor.
Carla.
Üstünde karakter gelişi.
Guybrush Threepwood.
Hello, Swordmaster.
Prepare to taste my blade, you washed-up hack.
When was the last time you had a bath?
Ha! That was marginally clever.
It's nice to see you again.
You too.
How's the governorship treating you?
It's not as straightforward as I'd hoped. For some reason, you can't just tell everyone what to do and assume they'll do it. That's new territory for me.
Not for me. Maybe I should be governor.
I heard from your wife. She's coming by to talk about scurvy legislation. I assume you're involved with that somehow?
Elaine can handle it. She doesn't need me.
I don't doubt that, but it isn't about what she does or doesn't need. If it isn't about the scurvy project, why are you here?
I'm looking for the secret of Monkey Island.
Good for you. I don't have it.
Ne yapıyorsun kızım?
I'll be needing a crew. You interested?
Ha! I'd rather swallow a live badger than crew with you again. No offense intended.
So unlikely but still possible?
No. You want a crew, go down to the docks and hire one.
Elaine says Captain Madison is hurting her scurvy project.
Not the legislative part, just the public funding. The town was in a bind a while back, and that so-and-so, Captain Madison, saw an opportunity. She lent us the cash we needed, but now we're up a creek paying the interest. Things like social programs, waste management, and town maintenance are all on the back burner.
I like that woman less every minute.
You and me both.
Is there a government program that funds expeditions to find secrets of Monkey Island?
Oh, gosh. You're too late for that one. We canceled it last year and diverted the funds to build a habitat for the rare Caribbean whining leech.
Darn.
There's a ship at the docks that's headed for Monkey Island.
I think you're talking about LeChuck's ship.
Do you want to go to Monkey Island or don't you?
Well, the mansion hasn't changed much. Elaine's style is still everywhere. Even the books are hers.
They're my books now, as you well know.
I don't really have anything to say. I just like doing this.
Practice is nice, but I'm busy these days. Governor stuff.
It's good for relieving stress. I've got enough to last me. I don't really have anything to say. I just like doing this.
Practice is nice, but I'm busy these days. Governor stuff.
I've always thought this looked like my old ship, the Sea Monkey. It's a cookbook. It has 4 stars, but it looks like they're for difficulty.
Stay out of my bedroom, Threepwood.
Ne oldu kızım?
I like your stuffed, guess it's a dog?
Please, take that and throw it away. It was a gift from the Earl of Thickwater, who is a contemptible pig.
It's a lot of work being governor. It's a lot of work being governor. Ugh, looks like Carla wasn't too keen on getting her portrait done.
Ormana gidiyorum o zaman. Aşkım var burada işte. Ya yok polis. Aa dur. Ne diyeyim? Ha yüzüme geldim zaten.
At Chamber of Commerce Midnight Luncheon. Back shortly. I'm hopelessly lost without a map. I'm hopelessly lost without a map.
O zaman burada bir şey yapmıyoruz. Gidiyorum. Öyleyse. Çakın şıkkına gidiyorum.
Expedition to fabled Monkey Island. Crew positions available. Serve under LeChuck, the most fearsome pirate on the 8 seas. Equal opportunity employer. Inquire here.
Artık yapacak bir şey yok.
Looking for a job? Step this way.
The clipboard in your hand says you're the quartermaster.
The crew says I'm the quartermaster. Clipboard doesn't get a vote.
Benim misin? Kaldırıyor mu burada?
You look like a guy without many options. You want a job? I'm short a swabby. LeChuck's an equal opportunity employer. Even humans are mostly tolerated.
Görmüyoruz biz. Hemen ben yürüyeceğiz.
Have you got anything more senior?
Well, I need a second mate, a bosun, a ship's surgeon, and a gunner. Do you think you're qualified for any of those?
I could be second mate.
Do you honestly have any idea what a second mate does?
Goes to store openings and funerals and waits for the first mate to be incapacitated?
I thought so.
I could be the gunner. Oh, I'd be great at that. Boom, boom.
You look a little scrawny. What do you bench?
Bench? No problem. I sat on one for 12 hours once. I can take it.
I have a lot to do today.
Maybe Swabby's not so bad after all.
The only requirement is that you bring your own mop. If you've got a mop, the job is... Hey, wait a minute. What's your name, sailor?
Guybrush Threepwood.
Yeah, that's what I thought. LeChuck gave me a blacklist and you're on it. In fact, you are the blacklist. I'm afraid I can't hire you after all.
Well, that's a slight hitch.
I'm confused. Didn't you say you were gonna get your own ship?
Yes, but then suddenly I thought, why bother? I wanted a ship and a crew. Here was a ship and a crew. Ripe for the taking. All I had to do was get on board, wait for the right moment, and strike.
Strike?
Mutiny the crew, seize the ship. Be a pirate.
Except they wouldn't hire you because they knew who you were.
Yeah, that was a problem. Also, I needed a mop. Expedition to fabled Monkey Island. How clever. Say what you want about my evil, horrible nemesis LeChuck, but he does know how to stock a ship. No parking of demonic, ghostly, or undead vessels or scooters. Tuesdays 3 to 4. Looks like this is going to be a long journey. Looks like this is going to be a long journey. Hey!
Threepwood, I shouldn't even be talking to you.
I'm not Guybrush Threepwood. I just look like him. You'd be amazed how often people confuse us. Sometimes I impersonate him at parties, just for fun. We've never even met, and I doubt I'd like him if we did.
Even if any of that were true, it wouldn't matter. LeChuck would take one look at you and go nuts. Just looking like Guybrush Threepwood is enough that I can't give you the job. Sorry.
Hey.
What is it?
Come on, let me have the swabby job.
If you were anybody else and you had a mop, I'd hire you. But you're you, so I'm sorry, I can't.
Hey.
What is it?
Can I be on your ship if I change my name?
Only if you also change your face. Sorry.
Hey.
What is it?
Are you sure I can't convince you that I'm not Guybrush Threepwood?
Just looking like Guybrush Threepwood is enough that I can't give you the job. Sorry.
Why was Wally in such a hurry? He wouldn't sell us out to Madison, would he?
I believe he needed to relieve the pressure upon him in a different way.
I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island.
It'll turn out to be a t-shirt or something.
I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island.
Don't sound much like pirating to me.
Hi, Cobb. Hard to believe after all these years you're still here.
I was declared a historical landmark.
I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island. Wanna come?
I heard the secret is just some marketing gimmick Stan thought up. That only the gullible and naive would go looking for it.
Yeah, the place does seem different from what I remember.
It's this new, younger generation of pirate leaders. Oh, they're highfalutin dark magic. Look at us. We're so much better than you because we don't drink grog before getting married. These kids today are all about sacking and pillaging. They've got no heart.
Tell me about Loom.
Oh, I'm so sick of pirates asking me about Loom. Get lost.
Then why don't you take off the Ask Me About Loom button?
My grog-riddled body has fused with it. I'm more button than man at this point.
Oh, come on. Tell me about Loom. For old time's sake.
Beat it.
Ne diyor bu dedim?
Say it.
No.
Say it.
Fine. You mean the latest masterpiece of fantasy storytelling from Lucasfilm's Brian Moriarty? Why, it's an extraordinary adventure with an interface of magic. Stunning, high-resolution 3D landscapes, sophisticated score, and musical effects. Not to mention the detailed animation and special effects, elegant point-and-click control of characters, objects, and magic spells. Beat the rush. Go out and buy Loom today.
Yes.
Now get lost.
Nice talking to you.
Yeah.
Are you sure I can't persuade you to back my expedition to Monkey Island?
Let's pretend I was really considering this. What sort of pirate qualifications have you got, exactly?
I defeated the ghost pirate LeChuck several times.
Super ironic that sailing with him is the only way you're getting to Monkey Island.
Well, I was a director of combat operations for the British Navy, and I've written 2 books on ship-to-ship tactics.
I'm a founding member and co-director of the Red Fleet and hold records for civilian casualties from San Domingo to Venezuela.
I'm an expert in 17 forms of hand-to-hand combat, 3 of which I invented. I served with Bellamy, Teach, and Roberts before they each met an untimely end that I might have had nothing to do with.
Just so you know, this is the kind of resume we expect.
Oh. Nice and hot. Wonder how long I could stand here before bursting into flames.
Guybrush Threepwood, as I live and breathe, how have you been?
Same old, same old.
How's Elaine? She was always my favorite governor. Also, she covered your tab when you stopped coming in.
Still in public service. Fighting scurvy now.
My place is clean. Our health certificates are up to date.
No, it's not like that. She's got a foundation. They're trying to promote Lyme's as a preventative.
Oh, well, tell her I say hello.
Do you know where I can buy a mop?
Buy? You don't want to buy a mop.
I think I do.
The mop is the formal tool of a cook. Not as clumsy or random as a dish rag. An elegant tool for a more civilized cleaning. You cannot hope to succeed with the mop of another.
I can't?
You must construct your own. A single, perfect instrument that you will keep and use for a lifetime.
Well, let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Once you build it, the mop will become your constant companion, your tool, and a ready means of defense against spills of all kinds.
Build it?
The wood is the heart of the handle. The heart is the handle of the cook. You are one.
Not helpful so far.
You must find a particular tree. A tree uniquely suited to the handles of mops. Carve your handle from a limb of that tree. Any questions?
How do I find the mop handle tree?
I can't tell you exactly where it is, because this is your own personal journey.
Are you sure I can't just buy a mop? Yours, for example.
No, you've got to make one. Trust me on this.
What kind of wood is the tree?
That is something you must discover for yourself.
What about the head of the mop?
Oh, you have to have one, of course, but pretty much anything will do. It's mostly about the handle.
Okay, I guess I'll do it. What's wrong?
You gave the story the wrong title. It should be called Mop Quest. When do we get to the piratey parts?
Well, even the coolest professions involve more mopping up than you would think. It seemed crazy to me at the time, too, but don't forget, it was all so I could board a ship, take command, and sail to Monkey Island. But first, I had to make a mop. Well, it's definitely a mop.
Stay away from my mop!
The food is more exciting when you can smell the risk. The atmosphere in the bar is different than it used to be.
Yeah, I don't like it, but I've got to cater to the new crowd. Everything changes, Guybrush.
But the roaches stay the same.
I've missed your wit. And your low alcohol tolerance.
Hey! Those new pirate leaders seem like real jerks. Why do you even let them in the bar?
Well, they've driven off my old regulars, so I don't have a lot of choice if I want to stay in business. Also, if I tried to get them to leave, they'd probably cut me up and throw me in the soup. Frankly, I'm terrified of them. On the plus side, they have more disposable income and better hygiene than the old crowd.
Did I mention I'm going to find the secret of Monkey Island?
No, I don't think you did. Well, that's exciting. So you'll be hiring a ship at the docks?
I'm going to steal LeChuck's.
Bold. I like your thinking.
Ooh, I think I hear the health inspector.
What? Where?
Just kidding. That joke never gets old. Keep up the good work.
Thanks. Will do.
Active little guys, aren't they? Looks like a mugshot. I think someone tried to secure a boat with this. The plaque says, "In memory of looming seagulls of old." Looks like a mugshot.
Stay away from that picture.
I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island.
Good for you.
LeChuck, sir. Just thought I'd pop in and let you know preparations to set sail are almost done.
You have all the supplies for the spell to get to Monkey Island?
Check. Squid ink, chickens, brimstone, cinnamon, monkey blood, mint, and an annoying skull.
Well done! Mark yourself down for one less lashing this voyage.
Funny story. Guybrush Threepwood tried to sign on to the crew.
Threepwood? He must be looking for the secret too. That guy steals all my best ideas. Have him killed! Wait! Let him live. I want him to see me sail off for Monkey Island knowing the secret is lost to him forever.
Sure. I want to bring this up one more time. Is searching for this mythical secret of Monkey Island a good idea? Should we be out terrorizing the high seas, instilling fear, creating mayhem, being more on brand for LeChuck?
I've had enough of you questioning my orders. Finish loading the ship, and whatever you do, don't let Threepwood on board.
Very well.
Ben bunu burada kaydetsem. Devam edebilirim. Yes. Ben buna devam edeceğim. Hatta burada yayında devam ederim. Gündüz devam ederim. Çocukları uyutup. Bye. Quit baby.